Okay, so let's talk chocolate.
Here at Sorted, we love food.
Yes, you do.
Shut up.
So when Tesco asked us,
How do you fancy learning more about where your food comes from?
we obviously said,
Yes.
so we asked you guys,
What do you want to learn about?
and you said,
Chocolate.
so with a pocket full of euros and a load of your questions, we're off to Ireland to learn all things chocolatey.
Why Ireland?
Because they eat more of it per person than anywhere else in the world.
And the scenery's not bad either.
This is going to be interesting.
We've come to a brewery where they make chocolate truffle beer, and we're going to find a guy called Peter who's going to show us how. And here he is!
Peter, we know nothing about beer at all. We know a little bit about chocolate, but we have no idea how the hell they go together.
Well, it starts with our raw material over here. This is brewer's malts, ale malts.
Can I taste chocolate or am I going crazy?
There's a slight chocolate character to it.
Like there's the bitterness of chocolate.
Yes.
There's no
exactly.
chocolate in it.
There's no chocolate, nowhere near that. So what we do is we take all these and a few other bits and pieces, we weigh them all out depending on the recipe that we're making. We blend them together and then we mill them. And it comes through into this vessel here, which is called our mash tub. We mix it with hot water in here. Now in the case of stouts, it's quite warm at about 67 degrees we want it in here. Well, 67 is what we're aiming for. And that sits in there for about an hour and a half. And during that time, all the starch that's in the malt that you saw there before is converted into sugar, which will then, of course, ultimately be converted into the beer.
So just to get an idea of what actually happens, so that will go into there like that, and then this just comes down, does it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, we got that out of the way. What's in this one over here?
Right, well, the next stage is the boiling of the worms.
Yeah, okay. And the chocolate is now?
Right, I'd almost forgotten. We put in, at the end of the boil, when we're putting in our late hops, put a small amount of very high cocoa solid chocolates in at that stage. So it's just lending a little bit really of an aromatic part to the beer. If it goes in too soon, then all that's lost as it boils off of the flue, so it has no real effect. Now, after all your hard work in the brewery, this is where it all finishes up. So this is beer we're just going to rack into cake.
I've come back at the right time.
You come back at the right time.
Whenever I get a stout in a pub, they take flipping ages to pour it.
It's all about the drama and the tilted a little bit. There you go.
I mean, how's that going for you?
Okay, there you go, that's enough for now.
Oh, do you do half pints? I should have asked that.
Yes, it'll just firm up a little bit, then you can top it up and it'll give you the creamy head that everyone expects out of stouts.
I'm going to stop there because
You're not going to finish it
No,
off.
but it's much better that it just wants to just be slightly proud of the lip of the glass.
Okay.
And that's a proper pint of stout. Oh no, but you give it more.
No, I'm not, okay.
So we don't do short measures here.
Peter, thank you very much for showing us around your brewery.
This is the best trip ever.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Good drink.
that is the good stuff.
Good drink.
Now we're getting a train. We've split up. Me and Ben are going to Cork and we're going to the English food market. Meanwhile, Jamie and Barry are also going to Cork to the English food market, but they are driving there.
Ben's feeling sexy and free. Ben, talk me through the Irish rail service because we think it's impeccable, don't we?
I even have my name on my seat.
Look, give them.
You know, a tulip handbag of chocolates.
Ben chose that personally.
That sign there, that means Winky Road.
To lock door and ensure privacy, operate door lock.
Oh, thank you very much.
To lock door and ensure privacy, operate door lock.
I've locked the door.
To lock door and ensure privacy, operate door lock.
So we're walking in Cork, it's chucking it down with rain, and this is happening. Unbelievable. Look, he's got his little handbag as well. We are looking for a fishmonger called Pat, who's all famous because he's met the Queen and he's her mate. This is him making the Queen laugh. He's like the only person in the world to ever do that.
I did it again last week.
You back with that last week?
Did you tell her a joke?
I did, but I can't say it on camera. Most of our fish, bulk of it would come from West Cork, Castledown Bay.
And what's top catch at the moment? This week, this month, what's top catch? That is one hell of a skate.
See you guys.
Ireland's only been to bar chocolate maker.
That could be useful.
So we sourced our vegetation.
A wonderful Siobhan, everything we need for our recipes later on.
Hopefully, these two goons have sorted us out with some chocolatiers.
Tickling sensations. All right.
Yeah.
So you're going to go and see a French guy called Benoit, and then we're going to go see a girl called Shana, who is the only bean-to-bar producer of chocolate in the whole of Ireland.
It's proper chocolate.
This has been a success.
Oh, and we got Ben a present.
Okay.
There you go. There. Oh, for the journey. There.
An idiot.
So here we are. Benoit, we've been recommended you by loads of people. Tell us about chocolate.
Back to basics. What can you tell us?
Inside this cocoa pod, we've got the cocoa beans.
Let's have a look.
From these cocoa beans, we are doing 3 kinds of chocolate: the white, the milk, and the dark.
That's a question that we've been asked
Yes.
about the white. Is it a real chocolate?
No, the question is no. There's only like about 25-28% of cocoa content. So what is white chocolate? Mainly 2 things: cocoa butter and sugar. Dark chocolate, that's the good news of the day. A small amount of dark chocolate every day is good for you. Cocoa beans is one of the strongest antioxidants. That's mainly reduce the heart disease. It also lowers the bad cholesterol and increase the good cholesterol. So tempering, it's a process of different temperature to have the molecule of the chocolate we are going to crystallize at the same time. The first step is to melt the chocolate, talking about the dark chocolate today, and we're going to cool this chocolate at around 28-29 degrees Celsius. So to cool down this chocolate, there's only one way, artisanally, is to pour this chocolate on a marble slab.
Oh, straight on.
Ben, question.
Yes.
Where is the chocolate the coolest? In the middle or on the edges?
The edges, I would have thought.
Excellent. So to temper this chocolate and to cool down quickly, we have to bring the edges back to the middle. And you can see like the chocolate here over the top is start like to get a bit more bubbly, and it's not running as fast. So that's why I bring the chocolate back into the bowl. So now, Ben, I ask you if you can take the temperature of the chocolate. I reckon that we are a bit lower. We're probably at around like 26, 27.
And you can tell that just by looking.
Yes, we are actually at 27. So we're just going to add some of this warm chocolate into the mass. To try to raise the chocolate, I remind you, at about 31, 32 degrees. We're going to start from an empty mold, and we will have to put a small shell of chocolate into it. Step 1, we are going to fill completely the mold. Second step, I'm hitting the side just to chase the air bubble. Step 3, chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain. Okay, and we leave it upside down.
Okay, watch this, because you are going to want to employ me after this. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll put that on there. Get rid of the bubbles, and make it rain.
Yeah, just make sure it's over the bowl. Perfect.
Big question, why do we bother?
And I show you the result, this chocolate and this chocolate. So of course, a chocolate that you cannot peel off from a paper
It's not going to come out of the
is
mold.
the same from a mold. So the tempering is something you cannot avoid.
And that is the sign of the perfect chocolate. The snap.
We did not say that, guys.
Perfect. That's
Perfect, well done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chocolate hands? Chocolate hands. Chocolate hands.
Ben, will you please tell these people what's going on next time?
Okay, well, Jamie and Barry visit Shana, who is a bean-to-bar artisan chocolatier, and we finally track down and meet the illustrious Fingal Ferguson.
And the Mike Travel jinx hits, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.